To keep the body in a good health is our duty. Otherwise, we shall not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. A very big good morning to everyone out there. Hope you all are doing fit and fine. You have to be fit and fine because it is Eat Right Get Active week. This week is a well-known week in our school. We all celebrate this week. We do a lot of activities and also bring healthy food to school. As we are celebrating Eat Right Get Active, I thought why not consult a person who can clarify our doubt. So today I am bringing out a certified health advisor who graduated in degree of hotel management from Army Institute of Hotel Management in Bangalore. Then she joined the Landmark Group Lifestyle as an operation training manager for 5 years. She did her MBA in operation management. After that, she had done her studies in nutrition and health education. Now I wholeheartedly welcome Mrs. Dhanya Ramesh to the stage.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I hope you can see me. The video is it?
It's actually rotated. We can only see the side. We can't see your face.
Can you see me now?
No, we can't.
Should I leave and rejoin? Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you for inviting me in, Devika, to be a part of Eat Right and Get Active movement at your school. Happy to help you clarify your doubts on nutrition and related topics.
Okay, ma'am. So if you're comfortable, can we start with these questions?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so my first question is, what made you enter into the health industry?
Hello, your voice is breaking. Can you repeat the question, please?
Yes, ma'am. What made you enter into the health industry? Were you interested in health industry or was it something else?
Yeah, as everybody has already listened to what Devika had said, after I completed my graduation, I entered into the retail sector. So even though I had a food background from my college days, after joining the retail industry, I wasn't much in touch with it. Then after delivery, what I had put on almost like 20 to 30 kgs and I had to reduce it. So what I did, I started learning and started researching a lot on food and nutrition. And that's where the interest started. I started studying a lot and put that knowledge into my day-to-day life. And once I had reduced weight, I wanted to help others in the community. But before that, I wanted to complete a formal education, and that's why I had done my nutrition and health education. And after that, I started my private consultation.
Wow, ma'am, that's amazing. Ma'am, the second question is, what is health? Define health in your own words.
Okay, health. There are many dimensions to it. Health maybe is also known as the overall well-being of an individual, be it physical, social, mental. It's not just basically if you ask what is health, if the first thing that goes into your mind is the physical health, the physical part of it. But that's not the only dimension. You have the mental health and you also have the social health, which has to be taken into account. Physical well-being, as you all know, the right amount of the correct weight for your height, no physical ailments in your body, your skin, your hair, everything is healthy. So that is the physical part. Mental part is being alert, not have any anxiety or not having depression. And the third component is social health. Social health is how an individual gets into a society, how he takes up responsibility and acts as a responsible citizen. So when all these three are in sync with each other, we call that person a healthy. And if any one of that is not correct, then the other aspect, for example, if you're not physically well, your mental state gets affected. So one component affect the other one. So all are like interconnected. So it's not just physical. When we talk about health, it's not just physical. It's overall well-being, like physical, mental, and social.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, the third question is, what is diet and health diet?
Diet is usually the kind of food that we habitually eat. A person or as a community, what we habitually eat is called as diet. Now, what do you call a healthy diet? Healthy diet is a diet which maintains or improves our overall health. It provides the body with essential nutrients, fluids, macro and micronutrients, as you would have studied in your school.
Ma'am, I think we lost connection. Ma'am, can you repeat? Ma'am, can you hear us?
Can you hear me, Devika?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you, ma'am. Ma'am. So we
Okay.
half of the answer which you were telling. So can you repeat?
You couldn't hear it?
No, we couldn't. You were getting stuck. You were glitching.
Okay. I'll repeat it once. Diet is usually what we eat on a day-to-day basis. What a person or what a community eats as a habitually, what they habitually eat. And what is healthy diet is? Healthy diet is something which maintains or improves our overall health. It provides the body with essential nutrients, micro and macronutrients. Then it also gives us fluid and fiber, which is very, very essential for the body to function normally.
Okay, ma'am. What should a healthy diet look like?
Okay. So you would have learned about macro and micronutrients in your school. Did you? In science? Anybody can reply. Do you know what is macro and micro? Hello? Yeah, I'll say. Macronutrients are the nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, which are required in larger quantities. And micronutrients are vitamins and minerals, which are required in minute quantities, but are still very, very essential for our body. So what a healthy diet looks like, it comprises of all of this. So for example, in the macro section, carbs, we should have cereals. We should include cereal in our diet. Then in protein, we should include like pulses, paneer, tofu, or you look at the non-veg options, we have fish, egg, meat, everything. Fats, the oil that we use, they contribute to the fat macronutrient. Then vitamins and minerals, mainly contributed by the fruits and vegetables that we eat. Fiber is again, we get most of the fiber from the fruits and vegetables that we eat. So balance, variety and moderation, these are the keys that we have to keep in mind while having a healthy diet.
Okay, ma'am. What is a must intake we should have every day, especially teenagers?
Okay. So everyday intake, as I told you already, should be a well-balanced diet. Like I told you, should have a source. When you look at your plate, if your next meal would be your lunch, right? So when you look at your plate, you should have cereals. You should have protein source. A lot of times we don't have protein source in our food. So make sure every day you eat protein. Protein is very, very, very essential for teenage girls like you. Then fats. And then vitamins and minerals, which comes from your fruits and vegetables. So vegetables also very, very important. I know most of you don't like it, but you have no other option but to have good amount of vegetables in your diet every day. That is well-balanced diet. Apart from that, you should be having around 2 to 3 liters of water every day, which is very essential for the body to function normally. Then sleep. 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep that you should be having. So for that, you have to keep away your gadgets like 2 hours before your bedtime. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am. What kind of diet would you like to advise the growing teenagers to follow?
Okay. So again, when I recommend a diet, when I have teenage clients, usually what I recommend, it's a very personalized thing. For each individual, there is a separate diet. What goes for maybe for you, for Devika, may not be the same for Neha. All body have different requirements. So on an average, what I can tell you for the age group like 14 to 16 girls, what I recommend is 1600 to 1800 calories. Again, it will depend on your activity level, your age, your height, your current body weight. So like I said, for each body, there is different requirement. So it is a very personalized diet. So again, even though it is personalized, we have to include sources from each food group like cereals, proteins, fats, dairy products, vitamins and minerals, that is fruits and vegetables, all these things. If you have any particular medical conditions, like some of you might be having, there are a lot of kids who have type 1 diabetes. I know there are a lot of people who have that now. So for them, we will be restricting some kind of foods. Or some people might have gluten intolerance, which is they kind of get upset stomach or allergies if they have wheat or wheat related products, or lactose intolerance. Some kids don't react well, that the body don't react well to dairy products like milk or cheese or butter, whatever it is. So for them, we will eliminate those food groups. Otherwise, for an average teenage, we have to have from all food groups. And another point is you have to eat local produce. What is produced locally and what is seasonally available. Don't go for hi-fi. I know there are a lot of, if you go to supermarket, you will hear a lot of hi-fi things. You don't have to do all that. You have to eat all locally produced and what is available in the season. For example, during summer, you'll have mangoes, you'll have watermelon. The fruits and vegetables that are grown in a season is there for a reason. For example, watermelon, why do we have it in summer season? Because it is very high in water content and it hydrates your body. So it's very good if you have watermelon every day. So like that, if you have to eat seasonally wise. And for girls like you in your age group, I would recommend iron rich foods. Why? Because most of you would have started your menstrual cycle. So there'll be blood loss every month. So for girls, iron rich food is very, very, very important. So where do I get those? Like spinach, sunflower seeds, lentils. If you want to look at the non-veg source, that will be meat organs like chicken liver, mutton liver. These are excellent sources of iron. And you have to include vitamin C rich food also, like citric fruits or vegetables and other fruits, so that the absorption of iron is very good in your body. And then avoid caffeine, like minimize the use of tea or coffee if you're taking, because it dehydrates your body and the iron absorption in your body will be very less. Then healthy snacks. Usually most of you eat good food at home, I know that, but when it comes to snacks, everything goes out of the window. You have Lays, you have burgers, you have pizzas, you have biscuits. So try and avoid. I know it is not possible on a day-to-day basis, but make a healthy choice. While eating, limit your portion size and eat accordingly. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Then, how can reading the nutrition facts label help me? We do read the nutrition facts, but we don't know what is a help for us, what help it does for us.
Okay. That's a very good question. When you read the nutrition label or the food label, it helps you make better food choices. You know the serving sizes, you can know. If you look at the nutrition label, after the session, you can go and look at any packaged foods. They will show you the serving size. So that is what you should be having ideally. So for a cookie, it might be 2 pieces. But how many do we end up eating?
10 or 5.
10 or 12. So you can calculate how much more calories it keeps on consuming. It's very addictive. So that's why I'm saying reading the food label, nutrition label is very, very important. You have to see what is the serving size. It will be very small, but usually we never look at that label. So you can calculate how much should we be eating it actually. And by looking at the nutrition label and food labels, we can avoid allergies. If somebody has food allergies, somebody has peanut allergies, some products might be using peanuts in their products, or might be, you can see in the labels, they'll be mentioned it is made in the facilities where milk products or nuts products are processed. So they are trying to tell you, if you have any allergies, kindly avoid this. Then you can also look at the nutrients which you want more of, and you can avoid the nutrients which you want less of. So you have to see which nutrients, like carbs, proteins, these are the nutrients, and like micronutrients like calcium, vitamin A, vitamin B, all these will be mentioned if they are available in the product. So you have to see if they are on the higher side, it's good for you. But if fat, sugar, salt, and all these saturated fats, all these will be mentioned in the label. Salt, sugar, saturated fats, they are on the higher side, they are not good for you. Now, how do you decide what is on the higher side, what is on the lower side? So in the food label, there will be a section, a table will be given. So on the right hand side, they will mention percentage daily values. They'll be mentioning percentage daily values. So if you look at it on the right hand side, if the percentage is less than 5, it is less. So if saturated fat, salt, sugar is less than 5, it is good for you. If the percentage is more than 20, like if sugar, salt, or saturated fat of the product is more than 20%, it is not good for you. It is very high. That means it's very high in salt, sugar, and saturated fats, which is not good for your body. But if the proteins is good on a higher level, like it's higher than 20 and all that, it is like 10 to 20 or more than 20, it is good for you. Proteins and all that. Proteins and other micronutrients like calcium and vitamin B, etc.
Thank you, ma'am, for the answer. Nowadays we have a lot of diets available around us. As growing teenagers, can we follow them, or like do we have an age limit for them, for these diets?
Okay. So now with internet being like readily available and everybody sitting on the internet 24/7, there are a lot of trending diets which you can see. Like there'll be keto diet, there'll be paleo diet, there'll be juice cleanse, there'll be egg diet, whatever you think of a name, and there'll be a diet for it. And there'll be claims like lose 10 kg in 10 days, lose 5 kgs in a week. So you have to use your brain, you have to use your common sense. Did you gain those 10 kgs in 10 days? No, right? So how can you lose that 10 kg in 10 days? Those are just absurd claims that they make for viewership, just so that you click on it and they earn money from it. It is not possible. Even if they claim that you can reduce 10 kgs in 10 days, what they put you is, like I told you, for a girl like you, you have to have 1,600 to 1,800 calories per day. For diets such like lose 10 kgs in 10 days, they put you on a diet of 500 calories. So you can imagine the deficient. What will happen is all your water weight will come out. You will starve yourself. All your functions, body functions will not be happening properly because you're depriving the body. Your body needs fuel. You can only restrict so much. Like how when we prepare a diet chart, we restrict only 200 to 300 per day, not more than that. Like 1,000, if a person has 1,600 requirement, I reduce only by 1,200 to 1,300. There is not much deficit. So if you go to 500, what happens? Your body will go into panic mode, and it is not good for you. Your skin will get damaged, your hair will get damaged, your organs will start malfunctioning, you will have cravings, you will develop eating disorders later in your life. So even though they'll help you in the small run, maybe don't starve yourself for 2 or 3 months and reduce 10 kg. Once you start eating normal food, what happens? You will put on 15 kg. So it will become a loop. So you will be mentally affected every time you'll think of how to lose weight. It will put a mental pressure on you. So slow and steady wins the race. You have to be consistent. If you only, I don't recommend teenagers to lose weight. Only if your BMI is high, I put them on a healthy diet, and I recommend them to lose weight so that they come under BMI normal weight. That is when their BMI comes under 25. After that, I don't recommend them for any dieting. So slow and steady wins the race. Eat a balanced diet. Aim at shifting to a healthy lifestyle rather than starving yourself for 2 to 3 months. So it's a total shift. It's not for 2 or 3 months. It's a lifestyle change. You have to continue it throughout your life. So when you go for a diet, you have to think, is it sustainable? Can I take it forward for my whole life? No. Egg diet, juice diet, you cannot survive on this for 2 years, 3 years, for your whole life. So you have to make homemade food in a moderate quantity, in a balanced way. You have to eat and reduce your weight.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we have come to the last question of this interview. We all have junk food unknowingly when we go for get-togethers or birthday parties. Wherever we go, we do have junk food. How do we control the amount or the intake we have?
Okay. Yeah, I agree that we cannot control. We do go out. We do go out once a week with our family. We do go out, meet with our friends. And then what are the options available outside? All junk food. We cannot avoid it completely. But what we can do from our end is to make healthier choices, deliberate healthier choices. Like, for example, when we go out, what we can do it, one of the points we can do is order a salad first. Order a plate of salad, eat that so that you will be little full. What happens when you're like really hungry and go out? You eat everything. You want to eat everything. So as soon as you go, first order a plate of salad and fill your stomach half. Then you will not have craving of other food as such. So first you can do is you can order a plate of salad and have it. Next tip, what you can have is keep sipping on water. Avoid sweetened beverages like soda or juices, fruit juices, etc. Instead, have water, or if you want to have a flavored this thing, you can have maybe lemon water with salt. So you can sip on that. And instead of ordering fried items like French fries, you can go or fried fish or fried chicken. You can go for healthier cooking alternatives like grilled chicken or baked items or steamed items, which doesn't use much of oil. It's healthier. So you can go for that options. Another would be to avoid buffets altogether if possible. Don't go to outings where there are buffets, because what happens is when you see 10 desserts, you want to taste all of them. You will say, oh, I have paid this much, so let me make the most out of my money. I will eat everything, I'll taste everything. And then it goes out of the window. Once you start eating sweets, you have no control. So you order what you want, share your meals. Once you bring a dessert, share it with your friends. Let them take 1 or 2 spoons. And then something like avoid toppings on salads or dessert. When we take a salad, what do? Put lot to make it tasty. We put lot of mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is still unhealthy. It's still loaded with calories and very less nutrients. So you can put the sauce on the side and then dip it. What happens if you put everything on top? You'll eat all of it. So take the sauces and the toppings on the side. Avoid toppings on the dessert and eat responsibly. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am. has a doubt? Like anyone would like to ask question to ma'am?
I don't have any.
You don't have any, Neha?
Is Nannari Sarvat good?
Nanari Sarbat is very good, especially for summers. But what happens is you can make Nanari Sarbat with a little bit of lemon juice. You can make it. But what we usually do, we add lots of sugar. Isn't it?
Yeah.
So lemit the usage of sugar. Otherwise, Nanari Sarbat is very good, recommended for summer drinks. Very good. Use it with a bit of lemon juice as well. So it's very cooling and refreshing for the body, especially during summer months.
Thank you, ma'am, for answering all these questions and coming out for this interview, even when you're having a tight schedule, ma'am.
Thank you for inviting me. I hope you will take a point or two from this. And just remember, there are no shortcuts for anything. Consistency and hard work is the only way. So if you want to shift to a healthier lifestyle, you have to shift to a healthier lifestyle. There is no way that 2 or 3 months I'll follow this and then I'll go back to the old ways. No, always make a healthier choice. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.